Hey guys, Pat Ryerke here, also known as the Patriarchy. All hail the Patriarchy, well into 2017. Social justice is anime. Yeah, I finally figured it out. I cracked it. I solved this Da Vinci Code, Ron Howard. Social justice is anime. I was having a little chat back and forth with a friend recently in the comment section on a video, just bullshitting with Fraser Danger, and we were going back and discussing how social justice just kind of just keeps going on and on and on. It never ends. This whole SJW thing. It's like we're in the upteenth season. If this was a sitcom, this is like the 15th season of the sitcom, and we have all the all the stereotypes of anime. We have the overly cute girls on both sides, the anti-SJWs and the SJWs, that just appear out of nowhere, the random cute girls that fall right in with Japanese anime. The nerdy computer guys who stay at home that somehow get associated with these cute girls. The villains becoming heroes and vice versa. Lacey Green starts as a villainous demon creature. Now she's dating one of the princes of it or something. It's all ridiculous and convoluted, and it keeps going on and on into 200, 300, 400 episodes. And, it's just like the Russian narrative. It's just never going to end. We're so long into it. But the conversation was going back and forth. We were giving examples of what this was like. And I was like, oh, it's like the Rocky sequels. You got to have a new villain. Ivan Drago's the villain now. It was the patriarchy, systemic racism, blah, 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 Black Lives Matter, hates police brutality. Oh, Islam, okay, guess what? Xenophobia, you all hate brown people. Oh, immigrants now, it just keeps going on and on. There's got to be a new idea every season, and then there's these big dramatic characters, And so the Frasier came in and said, or it's like an anime. And I was like, holy shit. Crap, I was like Neo in the Matrix. It opened up the world to me. Because, man, when I was a teenager, I was so into anime. Like, hardcore. Like, I was a fucking Japanese motherfucker, like, worshiper. Like, I was one of those assholes who thought everything in Japan was better. I was like, oh my god, I want to live in Tokyo. I want to be just like the people in the anime. I want blonde spiky hair. Goku! Yay! I mean, it was everything you thought. I love Japanese culture. I listened to J-pop. I thought that anime was the only true art form of animation, and they were the only ones who understood things, and I thought it was just amazing, and I got balls deep in it, all of it, and I loved it because, see, I was into a lot of horror and body horror, and just that kind of stuff and genre and fiction and like books. Like I was a big Clive Barker fan, so I just kind of like that stuff. So in film, I didn't have a lot of access to live action movies when I was younger, like 80s schlocky B movies like Frank Henenlotter films or something, like Frankenhooker. So I didn't get to see a lot of the stuff I wanted to see that I knew I had an attraction to for just what entertained me, what I thought was crazy. Anime has a lot of that. One reason I was a big fan of Akira when I was young was because it has a lot of body horror in it. It's really gory with it, and it's detailed. So I was just kind of obsessed with that with anime, was the gore aspect of it. And it was very shallow. I was into the aesthetics. Then I actually learned about animation, really got into it, found out that it actually has a lot more of complexities behind it, and American animation is way ahead of Japanese animation in many ways. I was just very ignorant to animation. And then I went back and rewatched a lot of shows I loved as a kid, and they didn't really hold up. They were very cheesy. I realized I did not like storytelling from Japan, and I realized that most animes are way too long. And the ones that I still enjoy, like One Piece or Dragon Ball or, Detective Conan, the ones that go on forever that are kind of fun in a comic book way, like serials, those are good. And Cowboy Bebop and the Miyazaki films, of course. But for the most part, 90% of anime I think is shit. And that's my opinion, especially for the last decade. I think it's awful. It's a parody of a parody of a parody at this point. I don't even know what it is anymore. But it has this rabid fan base that's obsessed with it, that just worships it blindly and knows all the various aspects of it. When you meet an anime fan, they could tell you what type of anime this is, what genre it is. It's like hanging out with a music nerd, but anime fans get really deep with it. They're like, this is this and this. They know these names, they know the stuff, and it's so similar to talking to a social justice warrior. Think about it. Anime kids, they go hang out at the library with their little local anime groups or at their college, you know, and they get together and just talk in their bubble about anime because they know in the outside world they can't let these people in. And they have to sit around and talk about their anime and be like, oh my god, this is this type of genre and I read this manga. And I'm not knocking anime fans, I'm just having fun. But it's like, oh my god, I know this genre. And and I know this genre. So we go back and forth in this cycle. And it's so similar to social justice warriors meeting up in their little clubs and knowing their different things and having their forums and groups and meetings. And the conventions are even the same. I mean, think of Anita Sarkeesian's recent thing with Sargon. She called him a garbage human, right? And that whole yelling. That's so close to what would happen at an anime con if somebody got pissed. God, I've been to every kind of convention. I can tell you right now, anime cons are the absolute worst. Simply because fans are just not for me. Let's put it that way. But man, anime, just think about it. All the subgenres, all the styles to it. The overlong nature of it, the drama, the melodrama, the soap opera nature of it. It's so social justice. These characters, they're anime characters. Anita Sarkeesian's an anime character. Totally. That's why the memes when we turn into people in anime totally make sense. I mean, Blair just keeps trying to make herself into an anime character more and more. She's getting close. The flips. I mean, it's not Game of Thrones. Let's not give it that credit. This isn't great literature. This is anime. This is like week by week anime shit that's going on because it's just that insane. There's just a new story every week. It's like, yo, the Antifa kids, you know, we gotta go stop Milo at Berkeley. Let's do it, guys. We gotta do it for Kanata. Yeah. Hey, Kanata. Kanata and his friend. You know, yeah, it's amazing. It's really hit me. It was just an eye-opening moment. I went back and I looked at a lot of the old videos. You know, the girl yelling with Donald Trump on, going no. That's so like a mech anime where like a guy screams. Like if something blows up in a mech anime, he's like no. That's how it was the same reaction. Like, no, evil authoritarian government. Ah. And they see it all in black and white, like anime too. Like they're the anime warriors, and they have to go fight the bad guys. You know, it's Attack on Trump Titan. It's ridiculous, but you guys may think I'm being crazy, or you could just say this about anything. You can compare anything to this, and I'm just picking at it. But I really think it's on point. The costumes, the hair. The wanting to be different people, the transgender community and the anime community. A lot of similar things there. The sexual nature of it, the hidden nature of it, the mediocrity of the discussion about it, and the view on it. Oh my goodness. The history, the back and forth. But we're at a point now where the anime has been on way too long. Where, like, in that anime that's, like, been on 400-something episodes, you know, we're just way too long. We need to end this fucking shit. We're DBZ having a 30-episode conversation for a 5-minute fight. That's what's going on. All these videos, all this stuff, Anita, all this stuff. Anita, that's that big yelling moment. That's, you know, that's Goku and Vegeta, you know. That's that moment Anita's, like, looking down at Sargon, and she's like, let me ask you, Sargon, has a commentary channel like yourself ever experienced fear? And, of course, when she did that, it blew up in her face because she's not Vegeta. She's Anita Sarkeesian, a weak, terrible human being. A garbage human, if you will. But what's terrific, though, is, like, that's that moment. But then we have to go through, like, months and months of build-up filler episodes. We got to get through all the filler to get those big battles. Because SJWs, they're like anime characters. I always made the Harry Potter comparison because that's how they view politics. But even anime has even more convoluted and simplistic views of politics and war and stuff. Not the good stuff. I'm not saying like Grave of the Fire, but a lot of the main series stuff. Oh my god. Baller is... it's bonkers, man. It's crazy crap. So, let's just wrap this up. SJWs are the anime girls that won't leave you alone with the annoying shit. They're the fanboys at the conventions. They're the fangirls. They're everyone that watches every crappy, just stereotypical genre wank fest. They're people that they go way too in depth about dubs versus subs. Especially when a lot of them don't even speak Japanese and they don't even know if it's good acting or not from the other end. I've had this discussion many times. And the ego, the bubble, the groupthink, the viciousness if you disagree, and the over sentimentality, right? The empathetic nature of it. That's thinking it's for a good cause. Well, if we make things really emotional, that'll make it good enough, and that makes it important. And that's kind of what a problem with a lot of anime is like, well, it says the right thing, so it's good. But it's like, yeah, but the writing's shitty. It's awful. And that's how it is with social justice. Social justice is that, God, I've just said it so many times, I can't say it anymore. It's just like, fuck, I'm sick of saying these things. Plus, I haven't drank any water in a while. But, basically, yeah, it's just a crappy anime, and I'm ready for it to end. If I don't have to do videos on it anymore, and everyone's gone, you know, I'll miss it. I'll miss the whole era of it. But, like, can we cancel this fucking show? Can we cancel this anime? This isn't Spirited Away, man. This is, like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 4, 8, 9, you know, the power convert these, you know, whatever the fuck Yu-Gi-Oh! Season's on. This is what we're in. I want it over. I'm done. No more Pokemon. No more Digimon. No more SJWs. I'm done. I don't want any more of this fucking anime. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.